entertainment world.
Mike from 105 on the Buzz joining us live. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. I wish I could make cool Lord of the Rings references like you.
Have you never seen Lord of the Rings?
I fell asleep in the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Wow, Mike.
Emily's dog is named Samwise.
Come on.
Sorry, guys.
It's one of my
man.
Hey,
favorite
at least I knew who
trilogies.
Bilbo Baggins was.
That's true. That's a good place to start. We'll have a movie marathon here at some
That
point.
would be a long marathon.
Oh, I'm all for it though. I love
Buckle
those
up for a
movies.
full weekend.
That
Yeah.
is
Napping
extended
for me in
edition.
that one.
All right. Well, we're going to dive into The Simpsons. So they're removing an iconic kind of, I guess, gimmick or gag, that's been a part of this show.
Dynamic.
Yeah. Dive into it, Mike. What is The Simpsons doing here?
Yeah, so they announced that Homer Simpson is no longer going to be strangling Bart, which has been a big part of the show in its 35 seasons. It's kind of been a gag, a gimmick, whatever you want to call it, some shtick, but it's always been a part of the dynamic of the relationship between Homer and Bart. And they actually acknowledged it in episode 3 of season 35, which is where we're at these days with The Simpsons. And Homer was meeting his new neighbor, and they were talking about his firm handshake. And he said, yeah, he's no longer going to be using that grip to be strangling Bart. So they actually acknowledged it in an episode. It did catch some backlash from big fans of The Simpsons. Obviously, it's been a part of the cartoon for the 35 seasons that it's been on the air. And then some folks are saying that they're going soft and what's going to be next. Other shows like South Park and Family Guy are going to start following suit because they've always kind of been the rebellion against the cancel culture.
My first thought with this was like, okay, the PC police are gonna take to their keyboards and, but I think I see both sides. It is a cartoon, right? So I could understand why some people would be like, well, is it really that big of a deal? But at the same time, I think, it's never too late to go back and revisit things and think, well, we've learned as a culture, we've learned a little more now. Let's look for ways we can be better and still be entertaining.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at the end of the day, it's their prerogative. Like, yes, The Simpsons have always been a part of that like rebellious culture, but that rebellious culture didn't necessarily need this bit. I mean, I will say too, I mean, you grew up watching The Simpsons, right? Even back to The Simpsons movie, whether it's the movie or the show itself, like you don't even really notice it until times have changed. Like you were so normalized to it, as a kid, you didn't really think twice of it. But if The Simpsons if they're not comfortable with the joke anymore, that's on them. Like they can still be rebellious and have their political jokes one way or another that they're going to have. Like they're still going to go against the status quo. They just are going to change their stance here.
Yeah. And I mean, if you think about where we were as a society when The Simpsons started back in the 90s as to where we are today, there was a lot more acceptability and a lot less accountability back then than there is now.
And not just The Simpsons. I mean, there's movies that I go back now and watch, even from like 10 years ago. Sometimes I'm like, that joke it does not fly now.
Not
like,
age well, yeah.
You learn, as you know better, you do better.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Hey, some real cool honors here for Serena Williams, the tennis great, getting some nods from the fashion world.
Yeah, she was given the Fashion Icon Award last night at a gala in New York City presented by the Council of Fashion Designers of America, one of the most prestigious awards in the fashion industry for her accomplishments, obviously off the court. A few years back in 2018, she launched her own fashion line, S by Serena, which was loosely based and inspired based on her own personal fashion choices, which she says that back in the day when she first started playing tennis, she used to create her own outfits. She was the one that came up with the idea to put beads in her hair, and that she used to use the tennis court as a runway when she would go out there. And she's honored to be the first athlete ever to be the recipient of this award.
That's very cool.
That is really cool. I mean, athletes and fashion have long intersected, especially in the last, I feel like, 20 to 30 years
Yeah.
we've really seen that pick up. But I mean, quite frankly, I think of basketball first. It's kind of cool to see tennis take center stage. Of course, Serena's, I mean, she's the GOAT.
Yeah,
So
and
it
the Williams
makes a
sisters
lot of
did
sense.
so much for female tennis players, for female athletes. Just that's cool to see
I think
that
her sister
recognition.
Venus even has a fashion line, if I'm not mistaken. So
Interesting.
I think Venus has a tennis line. It's
tennis
more geared
line.
specifically toward tennis, whereas Serena's is a little bit more casual and formal wear. But some other notable celebrities that have won this award in the past, Beyonce, Rihanna, and Zendaya have all won it.
Wow.
All right.
Serena Williams, you're in good company, girl.
cool company.
Thanks, Mike. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take care, guys.
You can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.
Well, VH1 is honoring the